We have got some big news that's affecting the entire Canadian economy. Inflation has officially dropped to 1.6%. So what does this mean to you, to your wallet, and maybe even your future home purchase? I'm going to break it all down in 3 fast, simple, easy steps. Step number 1, 1.6 inflation. So what's the big deal with 1.6 inflation? Well, in simple terms, inflation measures how much the prices of everyday goods and services are going up over time. For the past couple of years, inflation has been a huge headache with the cost of living skyrocketing for everything from groceries to gas. But with inflation now dropping to 1.6%, we are back in the Bank of Canada's sweet spot, which their target was between 1 to 3% inflation. So this means things are calming down. It's a great news because it suggests that the cost of goods is finally stabilizing after months of high inflation pressure. Step number 2, what does this mean for the economy? Now with the inflation cooling off, there are some major ripple effects across the economy. First off, people can breathe a little easier when it comes to their purchasing power. Groceries, gas, and rent might not be getting cheaper overnight, but they are not going to keep increasing at the crazy rates we have seen before. Hopefully, again, there's no guarantee on that, but hopefully that's what we're gonna see. If you have any other idea, please leave a comment down below. So that's a big relief for Canadian households. And when the inflation is under control, it gives the Bank of Canada more flexibility. With inflation going down, the central bank might continue to cut the interest rates in the future, and we all know what that means. So cutting rates means cheaper borrowing costs. Lower rates make it easier to get loans, buy cars, houses, and etc. Step number 3, real estate market. Well, let's talk about something that everyone wants to know. How does this impact the housing market? If the Bank of Canada lowers interest rates, it becomes cheaper to get a mortgage or literally borrow money. So that could potentially drive more buyers back into the market and boost the demand for housing. However, there's a flip side. If rates stay high despite the lower inflation, we could still see a lower housing market with fewer buyers able to qualify for mortgages due to the high borrowing costs. But with the inflation under control, I do think that we are going to see a rate cut. So in my opinion, the first scenario of an increase in demand is more probable. So overall, this drop in inflation to 1.6% is a positive signal that the economy is cooling down. So now tell me, what do you think? Could this drop in inflation finally make it easier to buy a home, or you have any other ideas? Let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you like to book a meeting with me, please use the link down below.